Same old crap in the news. Yeah. Notice a common thing. The poor folks always lose. Don't care that Bin Laden was killed instead of captured. I've been partying all week long just preparing for the rapture. I sold all my chickens, sold my favorite bone. Sure would be nice to sell this final song. Oh, Jimmy Reefer Cake here. Reefer Cake Rampage coming at you, King of Spring. It's me, and I don't know what the frig just happened last time I was live streaming. The microphone cut out in the middle of it, and therefore there was nothing to stream. It was emptiness. Trying it again here. I'm trying to continue the Reefer Cake Rampage of 10 minutes a day live streaming. You can join me. The best way is to get the little bell to ring whenever I go on, and then you can pop right in there and get some action. Now, folks, now is where I go to see if anyone's chatting. Okay, where we are. We're watching the channel. I can be found on Twitter. That's my biggest spot of hanging out. I can also be found roaming the woods of Maine, covering myself in ticks. Which, by the way, the video last week, I'm looking back, that video on ticks, almost hardly any views, and it's a fucking shame that no one gives a shit about ticks. But today, as you know, you can support me on Patreon, $1 to become a serf, $5, and you can become my corporate overlord. And that means after 6 months, you can dictate the songs that I send in, at least one song a year, that is. You can dictate what you want to see. And frankly, you can probably get me to do whatever you need or desire simply by supporting me and suggesting something that's a cool song, because I don't give a fuck. Right now, I'm in the afterglow of another successful song, The End. It blew people's minds. Beautiful friend. I'm not going to sing it again. You can listen to the song and the reaction from last Friday on the Majority Report on their podcast or on their YouTube channel, which is kind of probably the best way to consume the Majority Report is on their YouTube channel. Ironically enough, because I believe that it's Sammy would think the YouTubers are like the riffraff. That's not the podcasting. That's more cool. But on the YouTube, you get the whole you get the better half, okay? It's not a secret. And I will comment on what I think you want to hear here on this channel, which is more political commentary related to other pundits who I usually criticize and prove that my analysis is better and that they're not realizing that marijuana legalization is the most important issue facing mankind at this moment. And only through marijuana legalization can the rest of the things happen that you seek. You're wasting your time focusing on anything until you first get weed legal. Then you may focus on other things. Is that so hard to understand? I see that no one is watching. Hope everyone had a happy Mother's Day. I had a friggin' great Mother's Day and a great, it's been a great spring. So it was like 8 years ago or so when call your mama 'cause Obama got Osama. I'm celebrating with some marijuana. Smoke a joint, special operations command. Found Osama's crib in Pakistan. Call your mama, cause Obama got Osama. 2 bullets in the head, now there ain't no drama. But I got myself a boy, he's only 7. Had to tell him the whole story of 9/11. How Obama got Osama singing, yes we can prove that W was a dummy, but Obama's the man. My boy said, so what? And he shook his head and he said, isn't that just another person dead? Said, call your mama, but don't be hating. It's Mother's Day that we are celebrating. Why don't you think about all mankind and to hell with revenge? I'm Jimmy Reefer Cake. You can hear me on Majority.fm on a Friday if you're lucky. I'm Jimmy Reefer Cake. You got a problem with that? Come get me on Twitter. So, who are these? What is this zero sum? So it was a good show last Friday. I'm gonna hit on this one topic and get the fuck out of here. Now, what happened on Friday? It was funny. It was a great song reception, culminating, of course, with Ivanka. I want to. And you know what happened after that. And then there was a weird part in the end there where Sammy got pretty worked up. I'll just frame it as Sammy said that the thing is about the Trump voter people. I'm going to frame it up, and then I'm going to tell you how easy and simple the answer is to this crazy, heated debate. I'm gonna say it so quickly and easily that it'll be funny how they barked on with each other for over and over, like as if something to argue about here. There's nothing to argue about, really. It's just a matter of how you're confusing each other while you were yelling at each other over the zero-sum thing. So Sammy said that the people who are going to vote, who are going in this Trump voting sort of it's the manosphere, whatever the fuck they are, that people talk about Jordan Peterson, etc. He's saying this whole thing is driven by men feeling that they've lost their power because life, I guess, is a zero-sum game. Or no, when life, the word was privilege. Or is that what they say? A zero-sum game. So if women get more, that means men are going to get less necessarily. That's how Sammy says it is. And they had a big argument about, whoa, don't say zero-sum game. You shouldn't say that, because then, and Brooks actually, this might be the first time I'll say a good thing, but Brooks was correct and said it pretty well, although he had to say it in so many words, so long, so simple. But it's just that if you say it's a zero-sum game, then that person actually rightfully can maybe does have a reason to feel like they're losing something if they move to this new system or do what you want them to do. If it's a zero, why? If you're saying there's only 100 chips and he has 60, why does he want to give 10 of his chips away? Because there's only going to be 100, and someone that has 40, and it has to be 50-50. That's not going to convince anybody. And it actually will drive them to just vote the same way and even more. And so the simple way to round it out, okay, why is this so simple? And why Sam was wrong is obsessed on the zero-sum game. He was saying, zero-sum game, zero-sum game, zero-sum game. And it was getting really funny. And my answer is that the zero-sum game is the illusion that's in their minds now. That's part of their problem. That's mentally wrong to ever think zero-sum game. That's the thinking that actually is the basis for the whole, almost all of conservative type of thinking. Like, I don't want to try anything new. Because the point of trying new things is that it's not zero sum. You do something new and you get more total because you're changing the way that things work. Women start to work and do other things, then the family gets more money. Oh no, I can't do this. It happened. Okay, phew. Sometimes I think that the microphone's going to go out again because it just did a weird thing there. So the point is, my friends, zero sum game is like, it's like saying, yeah, the woman works and the man works, and then you get more money. So that actually added up to more than a zero sum. So if all of a sudden, like, and then you lose the woman at home or something, a man at home, like, there's a zero sum means like no matter what you do, the output is going to be the same. So people who think zero sum, that's the thing you need to attack in their mindset. Like, say it's like sex, like zero sum is sex. Having sex with a woman means they're both having more sex with each other. So if you have better and more sex, you're adding up more. Both people are benefiting. I'm going to get the fuck out of here. You guys understand what I'm talking about, though, I hope, because people say smoking weed will make you dumb, but that's not true. You hear my stoner voice, but I guess the words didn't make it through. You think you're smarter than me, but I'm smarter than you. All right. Take it easy, guys. I'll play that song again and again because I'm smarter than not you, but them, all of them who try to pretend that legalization is not a priority. That's not smart. How many years have people been mocked for doing the right thing? And now it's happening. And guess what? You're all going to benefit from it, even if you're the ones who are making fun of the ones who were correct and are still correct. The whole country is going to benefit because it's not a zero-sum game, people. And with that, I give you peace.